Good day all, thank you very much for attending my presentation for the EDUTEC conference. My name is Renate de Groot. I'm a full professor biopsychology of learning at the Faculty of Educational Sciences of the Open University in the Netherlands. Today, during this conference, I'll tell you a bit more about our CloudClass project. Proof is in the pudding, but it also needs to be eaten. In the landscape of higher education and especially distance education, the integration of technology shows great potential for enhancing the learning process. Traditional distance learning methods often struggle to maintain student engagement and comprehension. Recognizing this challenge, educators are increasingly turning to immersive technologies like virtual reality to address these issues. CloudClass, our software, which is Edison based, offers integrations of such innovative affordances in your online class, such as changing camera positions, 3D models, authentic backgrounds, and full body presentation of the teacher. So therefore, we conducted in 3 pilot studies, each making use of different affordances of CloudClass Edison, the changing camera positions, 3D models, authentic backgrounds, differences in motivation, cognitive load, learning performance, and social presence of students between CloudClass, traditional video conferencing tools, and a face-to-face class were investigated. So with respect to the first research question, what is the difference in cognitive load and learning performance between a lecture in CloudClass and in Zoom, we conducted an experimental design. Participants were 21 students from a master study into educational sciences. The learning activity considered an online lecture about introduction on educational design models. Participants were enrolled to either a lecture in CloudClass or a lecture in Zoom. In this slide you can see what the students saw from home, whether they were attending either the lecture in Zoom or the lecture in CloudClass. What you see is that the big difference is the appearance of the teacher, whether the teacher was really full screen there in a kind of authentic background versus the little icon. Our results showed that there was really some learning gain before the students attended the lecture and afterwards, so they really learned something. However, the learning outcomes were comparable between either the CloudClass condition or the Zoom condition. Also, we didn't see any differences in motivation or cognitive load. With respect to our second pilot study, what is the difference in motivation, cognitive load and learning outcomes between a lecture in CloudClass with 3D models or one in Kaltura with a video? We again conducted a controlled experimental design. This time we had 22 students from Beta Sciences faculty who were enrolled in a chemistry course. They received either a lecture in CloudClass with a standing teacher, slides and routable 3D models, or a lecture in Kaltura. And here again, this is what the students saw. And especially in this CloudClass condition, the students were able to see the teacher really rotating the 3D models herself. Again, there was a big learning gain after attending both lectures, and we didn't see any big differences between the Kaltura and the CloudClass condition. However, keep in mind that all our pilots had very small samples. Then our last pilot, what is the difference in social presence, relatedness and motivation of primary school pupils with a language development disorder between 3 instruction modes? Again, an exploratory randomized controlled trial was executed, and this time our participants were 11 pupils from a primary school, but they were all diagnosed with a language development disorder. They were aged between 11 and 13 years old, and the teacher was their own primary school teacher. Students were allocated to 3 conditions: traditional face-to-face education by their teacher, a Google Classroom condition and a CloudClass condition. Here you see what the pupils saw in the CloudClass condition. It was really their own teacher standing as if she was acting in their traditional classroom. We could really zoom in on the lips of the teacher, what was especially for this target group very important. And the teacher was again playing around with some 3D models. The quantitative results do show that social presence, relatedness and slightly bit motivation was higher or the highest in the face-to-face condition, but no very visible significant differences. The students enjoyed the CloudClass environment. They were all very engaged. However, they also mentioned that the addition of the 3D models didn't seem to have an added value. Thus, although our evaluation isn't ready yet, other affordances, namely, still have to be investigated. For example, incorporation of VR backgrounds. For now, it can be concluded that CloudClass is a technology for storytelling, and the story is illustrated by other visuals than just slides. We made it easy usable for teachers, and this really seems to be the future of online technology-enhanced education, especially in case of that face-to-face education is not possible. I would like to thank my whole team for the collaboration, especially also our European colleagues from Brainstorm and White Loop, and I would like to thank you for your attention.